Welcome back to Kiki Tested It. So Mattel is dropping their new K-pop Demon Hunter dolls in January for $150. And honestly, who is that for? They're gorgeous, but that's not a kid-friendly price point. That's put it on a shelf and don't breathe on it collector pricing. And they were up for pre-order in November and already sold out. Meanwhile, I already reviewed dolls I found on eBay for $37. These tall girls right here. Plus some of these smaller versions on TikTok Shop and on Amazon for way less. And today I'm showing you a set of 3 dolls for $32. Now that's a price point parents can work with. If you want to see the review of these dolls, it's already on the channel. Today is all about these lovely ladies that I found on eBay. Again, I think they were $32, $33, which I'll pay that for 3 dolls that my kids will play with, and they'll be looking a little raggedy soon. But before that happens, let's look at these dolls as they are in the box. It says Fashion Happy Doll with the silhouettes of the Huntrix girls. Not much going on the side of the boxes. And on the back, we see their silhouettes again in this city. It says a different experience, children. Let's play happily together. Hand in hand, we'll walk through every day, my dear, and create a beautiful future for you. And the other side is the same. So far, from what I can tell, they look very similar to these dolls, just different outfits, obviously. And Mira has red hair. So I'm guessing the same company that made these knockoff dolls made these as well. So do I just run around buying knockoff dolls? No, but $150 and waiting until January, if you're lucky enough to get in on the pre-order, is just ridiculous. And you know, kids really want to have these dolls to play with. So thank goodness for these knockoffs. So these lovely ladies were not held in here at all. They do not come with any accessories. And I'll review them one by one. Starting with Zoey. Okay, her hair is a bit messier than that other Zoey back there. Not sure what happened to her bangs. They got a little curly. Very similar hair in the back. Very choppy and messy back here. Ooh, she has a hole back here for some reason. And some flesh-colored necklace stuck on her body. Do you see the color difference between her neck and her face? Let's see this necklace, okay? Oh no, her head just popped off. Okay, this happened with that Zoey doll. What's with the poor Zoey dolls? Why can't their heads stay on? Okay, this is very loose and will very easily come off. So just warning, if that's something that would scare your kids, maybe don't buy these dolls. But overall, their quality is mediocre. Just like these dolls back there, they articulate at their wrists, their elbows, and their shoulders, which is nice because it makes them quite posable. Their legs are articulated here. They're all wearing the same pink shoes, which are quite similar to the shoes the other dolls are wearing, only those have hearts. These have like studs on them. This feels like the cheapest plastic in the world, and the fabric feels pretty cheap. The outfits are okay. They are lacking detail, but you know, again, the price point is much more affordable. If you have kids, you know how they play with dolls. Dolls can get pretty raggedy pretty quickly, but pretend play is incredible for kids' imaginations and for their little brains. So I think it's important that they have dolls that they can play with and pose and do all kinds of fun things with. And you know, these fit the bill, except for this tragic head situation. Her head really does not want to stay on. I'm just trying to smush it down. Her poor face. Okay, she's back. She's back. Oh, so let's look real closely at their faces. They are slightly different. This one has more eyeshadow on. And her eyes, let's see, look very similar. Her nose looks slightly different, a little bit more narrow. Her mouth is very similar. Trying to figure out if it's the same exact mold. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let's look at Mira. So she has her vibrant red hair, but let's look at this one over here. She's missing the front pieces that this doll has. See right here, there's the front pieces of hair and the hair in the back here. This girl has just 2 little ponies, and they both could use more hair in the back. In the movie, Mira has very long, full hair, and then these ponytails are on top of that. So the 2 faces do actually look a little different. They both have pink eyeshadow on. This one's a little darker, and it's under her eye. This little nose is kind of pointing up a little bit, and this one's down. And she has a little bit of a wider smile than this one. And her head stays on, hooray! And here are the shoes for comparison. She has this same weird necklace that's like part of her body. See that? There's a little gemstone heart on it that's painted really poorly. It's partially on the skin, partially raised. Her jacket has a bit more detail than Zoey's with the buttons, the patches on the arm. Her skirt is pretty plain. We have the little belt that comes down here. You saw the shoes. See, her legs can bend, her arms, just like Zoey. I mean, she is pretty cute. And for about $10 per doll, she's not too bad. We have Rumi. Her hair is wrapped around her. Okay, so this hair looks, oh, I was going to say pretty similar to the other one. Hold on. Wrong. She basically has it in a smooth like ponytail, and then the braid comes off of that. And this one has a braid that's more similar to Rumi in the movie, where the braid starts right here on the top of her head. Again, their faces are somewhat similar. This one actually has a little more eye makeup on. Hold on a minute. Do these two have the same face? I feel like the noses look the exact same. The mouths look the same. The eyes look the same. I think we have Mira's head on this Rumi. Very interesting. Okay, it's time for the outfit. So her jacket is turning black here, just like in the movie. Has a little bit of detail here coming down and in the center. Again, the skirt is pretty basic. White in the front, black in the back with a couple of chains here. Same shoes as everyone else. Same posability as everybody else. Wait a minute. Look at her knees. Why are her knees like that? Whoa. She's the only one with knees like that. And the plastic that she's made of is more like those dolls. These have a more brittle plastic, and the knees, ooh, I feel like I'm almost going to break it. Bend like that. Oh, so interesting. So why is this doll different? I don't know. But overall, she feels like a little bit better quality, like these dolls, and is slightly different from the other ones that came in the same box as her. So let's talk about, is she worth it? Are the 3 dolls together worth it for about $33? Well, on the spendometer, I give them an 8. The other girls, I gave a 9. I think the price point is very good for getting 3 dolls, but these are a little cheaper quality. We saw what happened with Zoey's head. Not so good. But if your kid really wants dolls to play with, these are great ones. They may not last forever because they're not the greatest quality, but they're still pretty cute, and the posability makes them a lot of fun to play with. One more thing I wanted to show you. There are so few K-pop Demon Hunter things that you can buy. But here's something you can get on Amazon. These are sticker faces. You just put the little eyes, the faces, on here. So they have the girls. You have some of the Saja boys. He's upside down. So you have quite a lot of sticker faces in here. I think this was about $9. So again, a pretty good price point for one of the few K-pop Demon Hunter toys that you can find on Amazon. And if you or your little ones want to see these dolls and stickers like this in action, be sure to check out Ziggy's Possum World and Kiki Cuties. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.